Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. I know my hair look a fool, but leave me alone. Don't come for me. Anyway, I'm tired of my spirit, y'all. I'm so tired. Y'all, I done had a week, and this is only day 2 of my work week, which consists of 5 days. Didn't have to come in early, didn't have to stay over, but today was such a long day that if they would have said it's mandatory for me to stay over today, I would have took however many occurrences I was going to have to take for not doing it. Because, no. Like, I had to fight all day. Nobody should have to fight all day. And that's what I've had to do. Since I stepped foot in the door, I've had to fight. I'm so sick and tired. So, let me tell y'all what's been going on. Okay, so, first of all, I'm leaving work now. I guess I'll move this over. Let me see. I'll move this over because I'm going to block everything out anyway. So the same thing that always be going on, which is foolishness. The maintenance person ain't doing what he's supposed to do, right? And I'm beyond over it. Now this was the kicker, y'all. I always tell y'all all kinds of stuff that popped off, right? I done had to call maintenance, I don't know how many times yesterday. I don't know how many times I had to call him today, because I had to call him several times today as well. Y'all, it was a crap show. Let me just say it like that. I don't curse, but I'm just saying, like, it was terrible. Anybody else would have said the word that I don't use. So yeah, it was terrible. But yesterday, it was so it's been getting so bad that the maintenance supervisor, he'll walk by and he'll ask me, is everything okay? What's going on and all this? Because I stopped him yesterday, I think. No, I stopped him today and asked him if he knew how to do something in particular. And he said, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how to do that. So, like, he yelled across the, like, y'all don't understand how loud it is where I work. He yelled, like, as loud as possible. Like, everybody that's back there in the department ain't had no choice but to hear him. Like, he didn't even get on the radio and say, hey, you need to come over here and fix this. Because, no, I'm tired of you. I already had you come over here once or twice. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I done lost count. Like, that's how many times I done had this man to come over here to try to fix something. So, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, and that's why, because the only reason why I even stopped him and said anything was because yesterday I had completely forgotten that there was a meeting that I was supposed to attend. I didn't know how many they were going to have. They're having one on Thursday and they had one Tuesday, which was yesterday. Y'all, I was so tired of my spirit. My friend said, hey girl, you going to the meeting? As we walking out, I was like, girl. It came over me right then and there. I was like, dang it, it is Tuesday. So I'm pissed off because I had a plan of when I get off, I'm going to run an errand for my mama and I'm going to go to the grocery store to pick up some more fresh fruit. So the fruits that I'm going to be eating on throughout this week and next week are gala apples and pears. These are all fresh. These are both fresh, excuse me. So I opted out of getting the pomegranates because you got to do the most to get those. And I kind of wasn't in the mood for them. And I love pomegranate, but you got to do the most. And I'm not one of those people that likes to ingest pomegranate seeds. And so I was just like, yeah, I'm not finna do it. They on sale this week and all that. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. I ain't in the mood, so I'm not doing it. So, like, I had plans to do that. And I had stuff at my P.O. box that I needed to pick up, too. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, when that meeting happened, I was so pissed off. I was like, I don't even understand what the meeting about. Y'all, as soon as these people started the meeting, which was 15 minutes after we got off work, first thing they gonna lead with is, oh, well, we have these goals that we supposed to meet it. Y'all the reason why we ain't meeting them. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, before they even got to that part, they said, hey, how everybody doing? I said, ready to go home. And I said it loud. And you can hear the anger in my voice, like, I'm tired of my spirit. I just had to fight foolishness all day. Like, no, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired for real. So, and I was dead serious. A couple of people was laughing. One of the three amigos was in there with me. And so, that's another thing. Shoot, we basically next to each other. I decided to stand up because I was like, I'm not sure if somebody's spot is right there. I'm not finna try to take nobody's spot or accidentally take somebody's spot and try to reach for a chair and somebody else. I said, forget this. It's best for me to stand up anyway, because as tired as I am and as how aching, hurting my body is, my entire body is killing me at this point, y'all. Because I done ran up and down all around my side of the department all day. I'm tired in my spirit. I'm the type of person that when I get worked like that, I'm tired. Like, it's terrible. It's bad. To the point where I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and stay standing up, because it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem for me to try to get up. Like, no, let me just not even do it, because I know it's gonna be an issue. So I was like, I'm just gonna stand up, because I know if I sit down, it's gonna be a wrap. So I was just like, whatever. Y'all, we ended up being in there for an hour and 15 minutes. Well, for an hour. I ended up staying on 15 extra minutes. Unexpectedly. I mean, but I was going to ask questions anyway. But anyway, like I said at the beginning of the meeting, I was like, oh, well, we aren't meeting these goals, and we're losing contracts because of y'all. I mean, and of course they weren't saying it like that, but that's what the intention was, and that's what they actually were saying. In layman's terms, that's what they were saying. So I was just like, I just had to tell myself, hold your mule. Hold my mule, hold your mule. Everybody's mule need to be held at this point in time. Let me just, when I tell y'all I had to keep doing breathing exercises, I don't have time for the foolishness. I really don't. Because I hate when you want to try to blame everybody else for issues that ain't got nothing to do with me. I came in and did what I was supposed to do with what I had, with what resources I had, which was nothing as usual. So they get to talking about percentages, and they had graphs, and they had all kinds of foolishness up. This one's like, oh, y'all ain't meeting these goals. And we've been, I don't know if y'all know or not, but we've been slowing down on work because we haven't been able to get certain things accomplished for the people that we had these contracts with. So other places have been getting these contracts. They've been having to give their contracts to other people because y'all ain't been able to do this, that, and the other. And I was just like, I promise y'all, it be taking everything in me not to black out. Because I'm like, what you're not finna do is try to insinuate that we the issue. When it's y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about maintenance on up. And so, like, people were like, wait a minute, I'm talking about before we even get to the questions, like after each slide, they want to know if you had a question. Because I was like, let me hold my mule, because I'm going to be the one off in this meeting. Like, that's how angry I was. Because normally, like, depending on what it is, if it coincides with something that I know to be true, or I know y'all lying about, and y'all putting, I ain't even finna go there. But anyway, y'all doing the most, y'all making up stuff, then I make it my business to be like, you know what? Okay, I see what it's in for. Let me do this. Let me do this. But in this instance, it was best that I kept my mouth closed, and I said, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing until it's over with and everybody done cleared out, like I typically do. Because sometimes I do address things as it comes up, but I had to say some stuff this time. Mainly, I saved everything for after the fact, after everybody had left. Every now and again, I did chime in and provided an amen. Because people have, I'm telling you, everything that had welled up on the inside of me, I was like, look here, I ain't got time for the foolishness. What y'all not finna do is sit up here and keep on trying to blame me for some foolishness when it's y'all. So they made a point to have like somebody, I don't even know who he is. He's somebody that's a maintenance person. It's raining so terrible, Jesus. It wasn't even supposed to rain like this. What is going on? Y'all, I'm sorry. But anyway, so they had him sit in on our meeting. And so they were like, they made a point to, introduce him and let us know that, because everything we were bringing up, 99% of it was because of maintenance. So it's like, don't come over here with that foolishness. Don't do it. And I'm talking about people who don't even do what I do. They were like, hey, I hear everything you saying, but what I'm finna get you to try to understand is that I'll come from my area and see stuff popping off that should have been addressed. But y'all want to sit up here and make it seem like, oh, well, it's them. Like, no. What are you doing? Okay, the streets are wet. Don't nobody have time for this. Like, get out of this lane if you're not going to push it. Y'all, and I'm going the fastest that you can go over the speed limit. I'm going 7 miles over the speed limit. This person's going slow. Better get on somewhere. you can't hold it in the road, you need to get on over where you need to be in the first place. You shouldn't have even been over here. Y'all, anyway, and see, because they ain't doing the most, I got to really turn my wipers on, and I shouldn't have to do that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, I might get over in a minute. I'm going to think about it. No, I'm going to think about it. This person doing the most behind me for some unknown reason. People went off on them, too. Let me get over. Because you're doing the most. Ain't going nowhere. Going nowhere fast. These be the people that be speeding, and then they'll be wrapped around a tree in one car vehicle accident, whether the sun out or not. And I just be like, y'all be doing the most. And then wonder why almost all y'all's vehicles are crashed out. I don't wonder. I see the stupidity. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all know how the ignorant folks be doing around here, and they get me round up and they hurt my soul. So it interrupts my video because I'm over here focusing on that and trying to tell y'all what's going on. My bad. So anyway, but yeah, they didn't introduce the man like, oh yeah, he's, representing maintenance, whatever. And so all these other people in the room, several, it's like at least 5 to 7, if not maybe 10 other people that ain't got nothing to do with us, that, they have an affiliation to that department, but they work on day side in an office, want to just create rules and all this other stuff. And it's just like, y'all have something in your mind set up as to how something's supposed to go, but it ain't going that way. So it was people like, well, if you came in there, one of the people that I'm cool with, he said, have you come in there on our shift or any shift that's like get over any shift that's like ours, whether it's my shift, B shift, or D shift, or whatever, that's on the night side, as they like to call it. Have you done that to see how things are going? And so everybody said no. So he was like, you really should. And it's like, as angry as he was, he said it very nice. I don't know how he did it, because when I tell you, we all walked in the meeting pissed off. Before we even got started, we was already pissed off. Because first of all, they came in and they already pulled a 12-hour shift, so they already tired and ready to go home. I was tired after 8-hour shift, and the stuff I be having to go through, you would think I'd have been there 14 to 17, 18 hours, because that's how bad I've been having to fight, and all that stuff been whooping me. So anyway, like I said, he was just like, look, y'all should come so y'all can see what be going on, whatever. And so they still steadily trying to make it seem like, well, y'all should be able to do this and y'all should be able to do that. And I'm like, y'all are not listening. Then they had the audacity to say teamwork. I told y'all that all the time. I be saying it to my friend. I be like, well, what about teamwork? Like, I say that I'm being serious, but at the same time, I'm being sarcastic, because ain't no teamwork for most of these people. Most of these people don't believe in teamwork. They believe about, let me save myself, and I see everything burning down all around everybody else, but let me sit back and watch. So I just be like, you know what? I ain't got time for it. I done got to the point where if you don't want to help me, then I ain't gonna help you. I'm gonna find me something else to do. Because why kill yourself when the other person don't want to help you and they ain't got nothing going on? I would understand if you were just as busy as me fighting something, but you ain't. Because see, the side heifer, that's the type of energy that she gives off, and that's the type of person that she is. She would do something like that. And it's like, you're not doing anything. Now, there are times that she'll sit up there and fake the funk, like she helping, and oh Lord, please don't hit me, sir. Don't do it. I'm sorry, because I didn't know that was gonna happen. And people came from out of nowhere. He got a charger too. All right, good. So anyway, but I'm just like, I don't have time for it. And so, well, teamwork this and teamwork that. I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be teamwork, but ain't no teamwork around here. And I'm sick and tired of y'all talking about teamwork when people ain't working together. Most of these people don't want to work together. They don't want to work. They want to do everything, and they be sitting up there working a mule out of you. That's not teamwork. Like, and you think somebody want to come in here and deal with that? So anyway, the meeting went terrible. It's crazy because the lead that was in there, we was in there talking, and every time he brought up a point and he said everything that he needed to say, it was as if that man didn't say nothing that was valid to them folks. And so they were like, yeah, what we ain't gonna do is this. Sir, you need to learn how to get up off of people's bumpers. Y'all, it's raining out here, and you want to be on somebody's bumper. So if you slide into me, then what? you're going to end up having to sell your car for parts. And hand me the money, apparently. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Try to pay my car on off real quick. It ain't going to take me long to pay it off, but still, you can pay it on off for me. That's less money got to come out of my pocket. Thank you. Y'all, but anyway, so he was in there, like, he really stuck up for us. And he was just like, we got a great team back there. And all of these things are things that are going on and whatever. And like I said, it was moments where I had to say what I had to say. When I tell you, ain't no way I would have been able to just sit there and not say nothing. I had to be like, thank you. Like this one woman, when I tell you, you know, the young people, and you know, I try to act like I'm old. The young people say, he's spitting or she's spitting or all that, or let him cook and all that other stuff. I was in there like, exactly. Thank you. Like, y'all don't understand. I was so tired in my spirit. Like, I was just like, y'all don't understand what we be having to go through. Like, we really be going through. Like, we really be going all the way through. But let them tell it. We ain't doing what we supposed to do. And if we really are doing what we're supposed to do, then we should be able to keep these contracts and all this other stuff. Baby, when I tell you, every time they said anything like that, where I knew that they kept on wanting to circle back to saying, but we losing these contracts and we've lost these contracts to other people because of y'all. When I tell y'all, I was like, numb your whole ring get killed around here. I am so tired of these people. When I tell y'all, I have to pray, meditate, do anything that I have ever heard of that seems to help. When I tell you I had to incorporate all of that, I had to sing hymns to myself. I already be having to do a lot of this before I come to work, while I'm on my way to work, while I'm at work, and now I'm happy that I'm leaving work, so I'm skipping out the door. Like, come on now. So anyway, everybody that said their piece, almost everybody in there that said it all. I mean, they didn't expect that meeting to go that long. So one of the people was like, well, I first thing I want to say is I'm just actually shocked that I'm getting so much feedback. But on the other hand, I would have been disappointed and even more shocked had I not heard any feedback. So, and I was just like, girl. So anyway, fast forward to when the meeting was over with. When the meeting was over with, I was waiting around. Everybody exited but me and this other dude. This other dude, he's like new to the point where he's been there for at least 6 months. So anyway, he was there. And so he said what he needed to say and went on by his business. So everybody left. They were like, hey, how may I help you? I told them all the situations that be going on. I told them, I hear everything y'all saying. But what you saying ain't adding up to what need to be going on. Don't sit up here and tell me, oh, we're all supposed to support one another and all this other stuff. I gave them a scenario about last week or whenever, I think it was last week when I told y'all that guy came and was administering like this test and training or whatever, and he saw my frustration, asked me was I okay. I told him what the situation was because no, I'm not okay. I'm over here fighting stuff all day that I shouldn't have to fight. And maintenance come over there, he get an attitude, he stay over there for 0.2 seconds and then walk off. And I'm like, it's still happening. Now you mad that I'm showing you little bits and pieces of me being irritated with you because up until last week, I had never shown him my anger. I had never said anything back to him. I never did any of these things. Last week, I had to start letting it fly. I had to start letting it go because it's building up on the inside of me because I'm trying not to let him get to me. But he irks my soul. I can't stand people who want to be cocky. I can't stand people who want to be cocky and think they everything when they really are trash and ain't hitting on nothing. You can't do none of the stuff that you think you can do. He really be coming over there like he's Superman and to save the day. And you actually made the situation worse in most cases. Or the situation still ain't fixed. You've done nothing. Just like today. So anyway, before I get to today, I promise y'all I'm almost done. I'm just venting. Y'all excuse me because these people be irking my, when I tell y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, if they would have said I had to stay over today, I don't care if I had 3-4 occurrences I was going to have to incur, go ahead and hand them over. because I don't have none right now. And the rest, I got, 3 more months in the year? 3 more months of this year left over. I ain't got no occurrences. So you might well go ahead, slang them over here, whatever. I don't even care, because I'm about to start calling out anyway. If some things go the way I wanted to go, I'm about to start calling out anyway. Child, so anyway, I'm talking to them, telling them the situation and all this other stuff. And so they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you came and you said what you said, da 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 da. And so I explained, I was like, well, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to address during the meeting, but had I actually started in on it, it would have lasted 2-3 hours. I'm just letting you know now. It's very frustrating. And I told them straight up, I said, it makes no sense that I get ready for work frustrated, knowing that I'm going to come in here, because I already know ahead of time the day I'm going to have, because things are not being fixed. I will call maintenance to do the job that they are supposed to do, and at the end of the day, they will put in a work order, and at the end of that work order, they'll say, it's my fault that the issue was happening. Any kind of way to try to blame us, to say that we are the problem. So now we're going to be taught how to put in work orders. Now, I put in work orders before at my previous job, but I've never done it here, so I don't even know where I will put it in at, if it's accessible at any computer. I don't know. Then today, people were trying to do it after we did the meeting yesterday, and the system wasn't even up. Come on now. So anyway, y'all, but anyway, I was telling them, because it wasn't just the one person I mainly end up talking to, telling them I'm aggravated, frustrated, and mad before I even get to work, because I know what I am going to incur once I get here. And nobody should feel defeated. Nobody, and that's how I feel every single day. I feel defeated every single day. Y'all, today was so bad that several people kept coming to me and said, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm not okay. Like, every second I turn around, something is popping off that I gotta fix, because he won't fix it. Because anybody that is affiliated with them on any shift won't fix it. But then look at me like, well, why we ain't going? Why are we not operational? Because y'all didn't fix the problem. That is why. That is always gonna be the answer. Y'all, I'm talking about, my friend came by and asked me, was I okay? She was like, you look tired, but I think what's happening is you just so upset. I was like, yeah, because I actually had a great night's sleep last night. Y'all don't even know how that happened. Had an amazing night's sleep last night. And y'all, people kept coming. Then it was to the point where people were posted up watching me go from one side of my department to the other side. Y'all ended up catching an issue again. An issue that anybody else on any other shift wouldn't have caught before it became an issue. I caught it so soon that they went through everything, was like, hey, you ended up catching it. That was a great catch. You caught it right when it first started happening. When I told her, I said, I've been running around so much, I don't even know when it happened. All I know is when I came back from my break, everything was fine. Then I went to go do stuff to try to catch up, because the person that takes my spot, whenever I'm doing my breaks, 99% of the time, they don't replenish nothing, and stuff be just going by the time it's time for me to come back from break. So I have to find time and hope I can do stuff before something mess up, because again, maintenance ain't fixing nothing, so that I can make sure I can stay caught up. So she'll be, oh, it was just a great catch. The whole time, I'm still shaking my head, because I'm still fighting 500 other things. It was something that was popping off as soon as I walked in the door. And I saw it. I'm talking about, I still had 5 minutes before my shift started. Like, if we're going to be real about it, let's just be real about it. So I had to go rectify that. I called maintenance about it, because it kept on happening. When I left out, the issue was still happening. It's one of the last things I need to be happening when all this other stupidity is popping off. Y'all, I was so tired of my spirit. Then the other people came in. They were like, don't y'all have a breaker? I was like, who? And then, they named the position. I was like, because I was like, oh, we don't have 3 people like that no more. And they were like, well, what about them? I was like, oh, no. We can fight for our lives at the end of the day. we were told that we were going to have our breaks by a certain time so they can go in and, you know, basically make sure that they are all right over there. And we end up fighting for our lives over here. Like we do all day anyway. But you know what I'm saying? You don't want to pay us more money, or at least what they getting paid. When I tell y'all all the stuff I be doing over there, just the day I had today, I deserve to get paid more than what whoever the highest person back there make. Whatever position back there, whatever they make, I deserve to have made that or more today. Just today alone. The day I had, I deserve that and a bonus right now. Y'all, I was so sick and tired of my spirit. Then like a situation was popping off. Oh, so when the end of the meeting happened yesterday, they were like, oh, we're gonna put something up. We're gonna eventually put something up where it's gonna show y'all how to do the work orders. I said, okay. So I made sure to ask again when I got done by myself, like, okay, can y'all show me how to do it or whatever? And so they were like, in the meantime, before they do that, they were gonna put up some piece of paper on the wall right before we walk in the door of that new department. And we basically were going to write down issues that we are experiencing. By the time I got there, which was 4 hours after everybody else that already, you know, works in that department, they had put up like 2 or 3 things. And so they let me know that it was up there. I said, oh, okay. I ended up having my partner take my spot for me because his side was down. So I was like, watch my spot for me if you don't mind. He was like, yeah, you good. Keep in mind, this is the person who is a great person. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, he do what he's supposed to do. Awesome husband, awesome father, help out everybody. He actually believes in teamwork. So he holding my side down. So I needed like maybe 5 to 7 minutes. So my pen ended up going out on me. I'm looking like, what in the world? My pen went out on me. So I said, oh, let me be petty. I forgot that in my little clipboard thing, I actually had a marker. I had a Sharpie marker. So I said, yeah, I'm going to be petty. So I ended up going right back over it and put every issue that I had been experiencing just today. Keep in mind, y'all, I hadn't even been there an hour yet and all this stuff was popping off. So I ended up putting all kinds of stuff on there that at some point they were going to put into a work order and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, do what you do. And they said they don't care how many times you put the work order in. If they end up seeing that in there like that, it's going to be escalated to them. It's going to surpass the regular supervisor because the supervisors all work under one person that's over everybody in the maintenance department or whatever, right? And so I was talking directly to him and the woman that's over the department, like just over us, you might as well say. So he was just like, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm glad you came to us and said this, that, and the other, and whatever. I said, okay, because I'm frustrated. I'm tired. When I tell y'all, and then other people said within the meeting, like, we come in defeated. And it's like, it's gotten to the point now that we be like, well, since they don't care, why should I? And I was like, thank you. Like, don't nobody have time for it. Like, my friend said she was going to go to the meeting again because, see, she had gone to this one. She said she was going to go again just to see what the supervisor on D shift, which is the shift that starts today officially, what she was going to say, because she never speaks up for them. Stuff be popping off, and she always just out to save herself instead of being an actual leader and saying, hey, well, these are the steps that we follow. This is the protocol that we followed. You know what I'm saying? We're doing everything we're supposed to do on our end so that we can meet these goals. She don't do none of that. Everything she do is, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why this was happening. Let me save myself. That's all she do. And she don't do nothing but go somewhere, find a seat, and sit down 99% of the day. She be so upset when something pop off and she got to be present. Man, let somebody not come to work. She got to take their spot. She actually got to do some work. Oh, no. Oh, no. And she already gets paid. She gets paid for being a lead. She gets like 3 different types of pay. Like, she gets an additional amount of money for outside of her being a lead. She gets that regular pay for that. Then she gets like however many extra dollars for her being like one level below a maintenance person, which she don't know how to fix nothing. But y'all paying her for that? Oh, okay. Okay. And then something else. I forgot what it is. But she gets like 3 different pay. You know, like she gets 2 additional things within her check for things that she don't even do. And I'm just like, Child, but anyway, I'm gonna wait for my friend to tell me what was said. Either she gonna tell me in a text or she'll tell me tomorrow when she see me. But y'all, I'm so glad to be out work. I don't know what to do. Y'all know what the saving grace all today was? My friend. My friend. The guy who, you know what I'm saying, he lived 3 hours away. I've been saying 2 this whole time, but he lives 3 hours away. And only reason why I know that is because he sent me his address. And I was like, wait, you live 3 hours away. Because, see, I just knew the city. So whenever you tell me where you're from or where you're living, I, do the city. So I'm guessing, like, right when you enter the city limits of whatever the city is, that's what I ended up Googling. When I Googled that was just 2 hours away from me. So I was cool with that. But 3 hours, I'm like, ooh, Lord. Like, I'm going to have to really, like, am I going to be with you all weekend? Or all for a week or something? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going to be, you know what I'm saying? How is it going to go? So, he was the only thing that kind of made my day better. And I'm saying kind of only because I can't even enjoy my breaks. They worried about our breaks so much that they shortening our breaks. The only thing they can't shorten is our lunchtime. So, by the time I go up front, it's time for me to go back. So basically, all I have time to do is go to the bathroom and come back. Like, go to the bathroom, get some ice, and come back. Like, I'll just be like, y'all be worried about the wrong thing. How about y'all run us some more money and get better people that actually gonna do the job that y'all paying them good money for? That's what's tripping me out. Because a lot of the maintenance men will sit up there and be like, well, you need to do this so that they don't have to do no work. Like, you wanna add all these responsibilities, and that was something funny that happened too. Cause I looked dead at the people's face. I looked dead in the people's eyes when this woman asked this question. She said, "Are we expected to start doing, other tasks or whatever?" Right? That we had been told. At least I'd been told this. There are certain tasks that we are not supposed to do because it's strictly for maintenance to do. And so I was like, okay. So she was like, well, are we expected to start doing that? Because she was about to say, because is the pay gonna go up? Because we're doing basically everything maintenance is supposed to do. Like, there's almost nothing left for maintenance to do. At this point, if you're going to add all that on to my, we got to know how to do that too. So what's going to be the increase for us? Like, you doing the most, which is actually the least. So y'all, like I said, that guy, I don't know what it is. It's like he be right on time. It's like, when I go to my break, like I'm talking about right as I'm about to leave out, I hadn't said nothing to him because I can't be on my phone. I'll be, walking out the door finna walk to my break. He texted me. I'm like, how in the world he know that I'm on break? What is going on? And even when I was not on break, he was texting me, and, if I had a second, which I basically would have a second, I'm like, forget these people because it's going to tear up anyway. It's already tore up. I'm like, let me see what he said. And he would say something so sweet. And I'm just like, y'all, when I tell y'all, he kept me from losing my entire mind this morning. And I thanked him for that. Like, he thanked me for just responding to him. I was like, no, thank you. Like, what in the world? You're reaching out to me. Like, I am so frustrated. You don't even understand how angry I am right now. Like, I'm angry. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna meet up soon or not. He's saying that he wants to, but I've already told him, and whether he has remembered that I've said this to him or not, I hold this to be true, and what it's gonna be to me, which is I don't believe nothing until I see it. So I don't know if we're gonna meet up. If we do, I'll be happy about it. Hopefully, I'm hopeful that he's not a catfish. And when I say catfish in this instance, it's not even about looks. It's that it's about the way that he has portrayed himself to be to me, how sweet he's been, and all that other stuff. Like, is he gonna be the same? Is it gonna be even more because we are seeing each other in person? Like, what is going on? I don't know. But anyway, I don't know how that's gonna go. He has already told me he's more than willing to come here and respect my space and not even, try to come to where I live, because I hate where I live. I have not even told him about the gas generator or none of that yet, y'all. And he has already off rip been like, no, I'm gonna, I'm not even gonna do that. So if he ever comes here, I guess he gonna get a room or something. I don't know. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. But right now, the most recent thing he said to me was asking me if where we were gonna meet, did he want us to just meet there, or did I want him to come and pick me up from that area and then bring him the last hour to hour and a half to his house. And I told him straight up, I was like, yeah, I'm not leaving my car nowhere. I only want to tell y'all what part of Virginia it's in, because there's several places that I'm just like, nah, I ain't never heard nothing good about it, so nah. But the area that he lives in looks really nice. Seems like a really nice neighborhood. But I don't know. I'll let y'all know how it goes and all that. I don't know. I'm supposed to be doing my hair this weekend, and I straight up told him, I was like, look, if we meet this weekend, because I don't know when we're going to meet. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. And I told him, I was like, I'm supposed to be doing my hair this weekend. So, for me, I'm just letting you know right now, my hair is not going to be done. I'm just letting you know now. That man talking to me like, don't nobody care. Talking to me like, don't nobody care about what you talking about. I'm trying to see you. So I'm like, okay, we gonna see if he keep that same energy. I don't know why he be living for me, but he be living for me. Like, he just be setting it off. And I just be like, sir, I don't know what you looking at, but okay. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for listening to me vent. These people been getting on my last nerve. I'm trying not to cuss nobody out. Like, it's been so terrible, y'all. Terrible. But I will keep y'all abreast of the things that be going on and give y'all all kinds of updates. All right, y'all have an amazing day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.